patience is a virtue. The line could not be more true when you just want to let all your emotions out. Life has a way of getting to us, and it can be pretty bad. A lot of things can go wrong: a bad haircut, being stuck in traffic on the way to an important meeting, or heated conversations. Sometimes it becomes too much, but the key to all this is to remain patient. Having an outburst won't help you, especially when things have already calmed down. Most of the time, you'll find that you didn't really need to react that way. In today's video, we're going to be talking about tips to remain patient when you're on the verge of losing your cool. Before we begin though, make sure to subscribe to ROI Motivation and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now, let's get into it. 1. Think before you speak. When things get heated, hurtful words you may soon regret can be thrown out easily. Aside from a feeling of regret, these words could add more fuel to the fire, especially when the person on the other side of the argument fights back with the same hostility. Before saying anything, make sure to think thoroughly of the possible consequences your words and actions could have. Assess the situation first and try to understand the other party's viewpoint. Allow them to analyze the whole thing. This doesn't only apply to fights and heated situations. It also works for pretty much any scenario. Think first before speaking. Make sure that the words you'll be saying contribute to arriving at a solution rather than creating an even bigger fight. 2. Express yourself objectively. After assessing the whole situation, it's time for you to vent out your thoughts. Do this calmly and objectively. Express your frustration assertively, especially when you know you're on the right side of things, but do so in a non-confrontational manner. When the other party senses some kind of confrontational tone, they might take it the wrong way and respond with equal or even more hostility. Express yourself in a way that you're not overstepping or purposefully crossing boundaries. When they do respond with hostility, even after talking to them calmly, maintain your cool and don't fight back. Keep in calm that outbursts are unnecessary and only leave the person feeling guilty and shameful. 3. Know your triggers. Before anything else, you must first recognize your triggers, or the things that make you impatient and mad. If you've experienced many of these, try to pinpoint the cause for each. These could refer to certain people, words, or situations. Try to make a list of these things. If you're not sure what your triggers are, think of the last time you felt impatient. What was the cause? What was the situation? You can even ask your friends and family. After spending a lot of time with them, they could already have an idea of your triggers. Once you have your list of triggers, be mindful of them and record in a journal the next time you feel impatient. Write everything about the situation and try to understand your response and how you can do better next time. Triggers can't really be avoided, but you do have control over how you react to them. 4. Breathe. A smart way to keep it all together is to step back and breathe. If you suddenly feel like you want to rush it all, like when trying to finish homework in the fastest way, take a few seconds to breathe. If you feel like you and your colleague are both stressed to the point where a possible argument might happen, don't make the situation more tense. Instead, just breathe for a while. Allow calmness to flow throughout you. Breathing helps you relieve your impatient feelings and think clearly. You may try the following steps. Take 5 deep breaths. When you exhale, try to visualize your stress and impatience leaving your body. Smile. If you need to fake it, then go ahead. The most important thing is to relieve some tension in the room. 5. Take a break. When faced with stressful situations, try to give yourself some leg room. Take a short break to cool yourself off. Maybe you just need some time to yourself to think about the problem at hand. Try to get out of your office and have a quick walk in the park. You could use the fresh air to cool down your nerves. It doesn't have to be an hour long. A good 15 minutes of alone time will do. While you're at it, drink some water or have a snack. This will also refresh you and allow you to think more clearly. 6. Think of solutions. Work your way out of the problem by thinking proactively. Instead of reacting to the situation, focus your mind on how to efficiently solve the problem. Think of solutions rather than being stressed. You'll quickly realize that with most problems, it's best for you to do the work immediately. If you're bothered by how messy the house is, start cleaning one room at a time. If you're tired of driving through the daily traffic, consider carpooling or commuting. You can always try another mode of transportation. If you're getting impatient with your coworker because of a problem, try to think of solutions together instead of arguing in the meeting room. 7. Avoid putting blame on others. Putting blame over mishaps and unexpected scenarios only creates a toxic work environment. Blaming leads to shaming and a culture where mistakes are a grave sin. We all make mistakes, even at work. This shouldn't be the reason for outcasting anyone. Instead, avoid putting blame and instead welcome mistakes. Use them as an opportunity to do better. If you're the team leader of a project and one of your staff makes a mistake, allow the person to take accountability, but inform them of what they can improve upon next time. There's no need to shame people for their mistakes, especially when they can still be fixed. 8. Own up to your mistakes. Sometimes mistakes happen on our end too. Similar to encouraging accountability from other people, you must also own up to your own mistakes. For example, if after hearing the other party's side of things things, you realize that they're indeed right and you've made a mistake, then accept your mistake. Don't let your pride get in the way of solving a problem. Also, don't be defensive about it. Be direct and admit that you missed some things and that you're aware of them now. While you're at it, apologize too for the miscommunication. From there, you guys can now work together with a clearer picture of the whole situation. So, accept that you're human too and own up to your mistakes. 9. Let go. Allow yourself to let things go by not holding a grudge. Negative feelings are not worth it, and if you hold on to that, you might find yourself losing a friend in your work. You might also get alienated by your team. Don't let your impatience and anger crowd out your heart. This will only lead to more bitterness on your end. This is when things might backfire, so don't dwell on the heated moment. Instead, let it go. After all, these are fleeting moments and feelings. They don't last forever. So take a deep breath and move on after the issue's been resolved. 10. Practice relaxation skills. When you feel yourself getting more stressed and impatient by the minute, relax by practicing some relaxation techniques. Relaxation exercises calm you during heated situations, allowing you to think carefully about your next words and actions. You can try deep breathing exercises or simply breathe in and out. You can also listen to music and imagine a relaxing scene. Try repeating a calming phrase like "it's okay" or "I'm calm." Repeating these phrases will help you rewire your brain into actually becoming calm. Try to work out which relaxation technique works best for you and do this every time you feel yourself getting impatient. Keeping your cool can be a bit difficult, especially when you're stressed. During these times, it's even more important to keep it all together. Having patience helps you think objectively and work through problems effectively. The last thing you need is a fight on your hands simply because you lost your patience. You wouldn't want to lose your whole career over a petty fight, right? With these simple steps, you can easily remain calm, whatever the situation. And that ends today's video. Which tip did you find the most helpful? Tell us what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button to let us know. And don't forget to subscribe to ROI Motivation and hit the bell icon so you're notified whenever we post new content. Thanks for watching.